questions.
Defensively, at the end of the game, to be able to get some stops. I know there were some fouls, but for this team to struggle a little bit in that area to get some stops out.
I think we've gotten better defensively in the last 2 weeks or so. Our last 2 games, we were better. As I said, I think I have a pretty clear understanding of our path to success. It's not a huge road, but there is a path. But that's going to take a blue-collar approach, and I think our guys hopefully are starting to figure it out. I told them at the half, in order to win an SEC game, and they're all hard. They're hard. Everybody's trying real hard to win. You got to make SEC plays, and I thought we made some SEC plays in the second half to give ourselves a chance.
What did you think about how Markel played today in a game which Terrence struggled? I know he had 17, and then he went up and got that ball out of bounds.
Yeah, it was a huge play. That's a winning play, huge play, because we couldn't get a stop, and when we did, they just destroyed some glass. Man, Chris Silva just whipped us inside. We give up 14 offensive rebounds. We hold them to 38% from the field. It's a pretty good number. They turn it over 14 times. But when you give them 14 offensive rebounds, you're fighting for your life. And then in the second half, we haven't turned the ball over very much, only 8 tonight, which allows us to overcome some of our offensive inefficiencies. We're not shooting the ball as well from the perimeter as I would have hoped, as well as we need to, because that's what the game is going to allow for us. Second half, though, as Adam said, 20 for 23 down the stretch from the free throw line, huge.
You talked after Bradley, Andy, about wanting Terrence to be a leader offensively, and you were able to win a close game with minimal contributions from Terrence.
Foul trouble again. He's getting back to that. We had that issue last year, and he's had it now. He didn't have it in our last game against Bradley when he made shots, and we kind of got out and stayed in front. But we need him in the game. We have him and Markel in early foul trouble, which really puts us in a bit of a bind from a size standpoint, because they're our biggest wings. And TD's a guy that can go get an SEC rebound. He gets 5, which leads our team. He leads our team in rebounding in 19 minutes because he can go get them. So we need him in the game for sure.
You mentioned being a blue-collar team, and you've had some of those non-league games early that got away late. You didn't make the play. The other team did. Do you think that message is getting across? I hope.
I think our effort's been tremendous. And we've come back after Christmas and really put in work. Every team, and you learn this as a coach, certain teams you do a lot more scouting than others, because you don't want to waste your time. You only have so much time. And you have to be smart. They only have so much energy and ability to, what are you going to be good at? What are we going to do? And we're figuring out with this team, it's really about us. Now, obviously, we do scouting, but we don't spend as much time on it. Everything is competitive. Everything has to be in a competitive setting, which takes a physical toll. So you have to be prepared to go to battle every day, but that's who this team is.
How happy were you with Marcavius Hyman's performance? He had those 7 straight points.
When he was really bad early, he picks up 2 fouls in the first 3 minutes of the game. He's a non-factor. I start him and TD in the second half just to try to get them going. They'd been sitting real time about 45 minutes. So I just started him to get going, and I thought it was fortunate. Frank, to his credit, man, what a run they had last year. He loses 3 really good guards, the player of the year in the league, and Sendarius Thornwell. Then he comes into this game, and his starting point guard's out with an ankle injury. So he's doing it with smoke and mirrors in the backcourt, so he played more zone than they typically do. And I thought we were pretty stagnant against it and settled early in the second half. KG did a good job of moving behind it. We set a couple screens through over the top. He got a couple of dunks and kind of woke up for us and allowed us to play him a little bit more in the second half. He did a decent job with Silva when he was in the game.
Frank was saying that, you guys teach a lot of the same things, do a lot of the same things. He said it's kind of difficult to get anything going against you because you know what's coming. You feel the same way going against him?
Yeah, definitely. He's a lot better at it than I am defensively. That's all the hug stuff up line, in line, and his bat must be bigger than mine because he can get his guys to do it better than I can. I want my guys to do it. They just don't do it as good. He's really, really good defensively. And then offensively, when you lose a guy like Thornwell, you need a guy at the end of the clock to make plays. That's where I was hoping, whether it be Dre or Bree or TD or Kel. Last year our guy was Sebas. The year before it was Moody. The year before it was whoever. But you need that guy, and I think he's still searching for that guy offensively. Defensively, now they're not going to give you anything free, and they're going to crush you on the glass. We've got to do better on the glass. We've got to do better not giving free things, and I think we are getting better. And then we've got to have a number of different guys step up offensively and make plays.